If I wasn't coupled up with you, who would I couple up with?
Taylor, I'm guessing. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't shit where I eat, bro.
No,
I don't date girls or go for girls that like I'll never go out of my way or go for a girl that's been with my mate in any way or dated them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. What's going on? I don't know where Taylor's head is with Hannah. I don't know.
Stop flirting with me.
I am.
Okay. How'd you chat with Mercy?
It was good. Yeah, obviously he's a very interesting person, and I fucking love Texas.
So it works.
What?
I mean, what?
What works?
I'm saying so it works, and you guys could like pursue something. If you feel like there's something there, or you're intrigued or interested, then like go for it.
I think you should get to know Hannah. I do.
Okay.
Well, I feel like
I feel like you've almost flipped the switch in tonight.
No, just listen to me.
To be honest, you almost like push me away sometimes. I don't want to hear you say that to me because it makes me think like, well, like, do you want me to? Like, I wouldn't want you to. I just don't get that, to be honest.
Taylor and Anna have pulled a surprise on us all in the villa because their new behavior is so strange, weird, and unexpected. And I'm just shocked because I personally did not see this coming. And so that we are clear, in my opinion, I'm not saying that Taylor or Anna do not have the right to pursue whatever connection it is that they want to pursue. I mean, that is why they're in the villa. But how they have chosen to go about it is what is like interesting and weird at the same time to me. Today, this particular video, I'll be talking about Taylor in particular, not Anna. I'm going to do another video to discuss Anna's change in behavior and interest in Nico. We'll be strictly talking about Taylor and his escapades in this video. Anyways, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you've been enjoying the video so far. Like I've been saying in my other videos, if you want a recap of like all the episode that has aired so far for Love Island Australia this season 6, I have a playlist where I have summarized like the real videos from the show, not me speaking. So these videos that I am doing is just to like review and do a recap of everything that has happened so far. So let's get right into the gist, guys. So like we all know, Taylor came in as a bombshell, and his first couple was with Alicia, who he eventually left for M. And since he has been with M, they've been so close, they've been so cuddly. They seem like, in fact, Taylor and M and Anna and Nico seem like the most consistent couple and strongest couple in the villa. Until in recent times for Taylor, it started with Krissy walking into the villa. When Krissy walked into the villa, everything seemed normal. We didn't even know initially that Taylor had some form of interest for Krissy until a conversation came up. Krissy had a conversation with him, and she felt like, oh, they had similar values. They wanted family, they wanted kids. And this is one of the things that we viewers had always mentioned as regards to Taylor and M, because Abe said she doesn't want children. I don't even think she wants to get married. But Taylor wants children and he wants a family. So I have always wondered, like, so how would they work on the outside? But I guess they liked each other enough and they decided, you know what, let's just get on with it since we like each other. Until Taylor walks up to Kellan and Krissy, the two new bombshells, to speak with them, and then he was codedly telling them that he will not be offended if Krissy decides that she wants to couple up with him to get to know him more, because he doesn't mind getting to know her more. This was interesting. In fact, it was also a shock to Krissy and Kellan, because they said, oh, why did you wait up to this time to say this? So because everybody felt that it was cool with so nobody was even going there. And he even went further to have a discussion with Nico about it. I remember them walking into the conversation and they switched the conversation. So that passed. Then, how did Anna get into the story? Anna has been coupled up with Nico from the beginning, and they seemed like the strongest couple, though they had their, fights here and there, but that's normal with any couple. but apparently it wasn't just normal. It wasn't normal in this case. So they had a game, and Anna was supposed to ask Nico some questions, and one of the questions she asked Nico was, "Who would I be coupled up with if I was not coupled up with you?" And Nico said Taylor, which is because she mentioned in the past when Taylor came in that Taylor was like a type on paper. So that went by, and then all of a sudden Anna starts talking about how she really wants Taylor, and it has always been Taylor from the beginning, but she didn't want to make the move because of Nico and because her friend Alicia was coupled with Taylor. But she decides that, you know what, she wants to give it a try, that she won't be doing herself good if she doesn't even give it a try. So she decides to have a conversation with, she pulls Mr. Taylor. She pulls Taylor up for a conversation, and then she tells him, how does he feel? Is she a type? Blah, blah, blah. Taylor was shocked. At least he showed that during that conversation. He was shocked that he didn't know where this was coming from. He never knew that she had that interest in him. And, you know, it's kind of close to Nico, so it was like a shocker to him. But over the couple of episodes, I began to see that he became comfortable with it. He was even now liking it because now he had Krissy trying to get to know him, and Anna also trying to get to know him because Chrissy's coupling up with Dylan was not working. Sophie did not allow it. So what's his name? Taylor decides to start playing around with Anna and Krissy, and he was doing all of this in front of M. I pitied M most of the time because she didn't get it on time, even when her friends knew, Mimi knew, Sophie knew, but eventually she got to know it, and even Taylor told her about it. Of course, she was shocked. She never knew that Anna was interested in him. And, you know, Taylor made it seem like he was also shocked. He doesn't also have interest in him. Taylor also had a conversation with Nico to say that it was shocking to him as well, and he has no intention of pursuing it, that he doesn't break the bro code, blah, 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 blah. This is what Taylor said. Next thing, we see a different side of Taylor. He starts flirting with Anna, flirting with Krissy, openly in front of everybody in a disrespectful way, pulling them up for chats. You know, they even had a game where they told him to pick people for a three-way kiss. He picked M and Anna. Like, how would you do that? You know, M was already feeling bad about the whole situation. But that's not even, because really at the end of the day, they're in there for connection. And like I said earlier, because of the differences between Taylor and M, it makes sense that the two of them should not even be trying to be with each other, because it's most likely will not work on the outside. But how he decided and how he started moving is what was funny to me. And the one that was like the highest point for me was his conversation with him when he started gaslighting M. So he and M sit down for a conversation, and then he starts to tell M about how, well, you can see she's interested in Mercedes, blah, 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 blah. Is it something she like? She can pursue it, she can go for it and everything. And then M literally copies his style and says, oh, I can say something, you can get to know Anna. And then he changes it on her. He was like, why would he say that? You're confusing me. Da, 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 da. He just turned it and made it, guy, please watch this video. He literally just turned it around on M, and even M is like looking at him like, what's going on here? Like, what just happened? Because this was what you just said like a minute ago, and I decided to say the same thing back, and all of a sudden you've become all defensive and everything. So it was really weird to see Taylor behave like that, because if you want to go for Anna or you want to go for Krissy, like, go for, I'll be honest with you, I've not really been like a huge fan of M, but this couple of episodes, I really liked how she handled Taylor. Initially, she was panicky, but she was able to get herself back, and I think Mimi also helped her. She pulled Mercedes up for a chat. She had a chat with him, and when the game came up to her and they told her, okay, the question they asked her was, if you're not coupled up with your current partner, he's the person you'll be coupled up with. She picked Mercedes and she gave him a good kiss. And Eventually, when the two of them had their final conversation to, end things, Taylor came up again with his gaslighting style. He was already offended in the game because Mimi poured fuel in the old fire and said he and Anna were toxic. So that statement affected him. Then the way M kissed Mercedes also upset him. So he was already upset. Then he came in trying to do that his old gaslighting thing, telling him about how she kissed him so deeply, blah blah blah. Meanwhile, you called Anna to do a three-way kiss with you and M, like, you please be serious. So I like how M handled it maturely. M told him, like, straight up, this is not going to work, that she understands it. And, two of them decided to call it, to end the whole thing and face what is more likely to work. And you could see that Taylor didn't take it well. He even went to meet all them guys, telling them how they had to end it. And then he was now, like, giving Mercedes permission, like, Mercedes needed his permission to, you're free, bro. You're free to take that. You're free. Like, yo, it doesn't need your permission. He was going to go for it if he wanted to go for it, with or without you. He was just acting. He has just been acting really, really strange. And this is Taylor that's been like the nice guy in the villa all the while. So, guys, what do you think about Taylor's switch and how he handled it and how he tried to gaslight M? Do you even agree that it was gaslighting M, or do you think there was nothing wrong in what he said? What do you think with his new approach with Hannah and Krissy? Flirting, going into the shower with her in the open, doing all them funny things, like flirting with them in the open. What do you think about the situation? And what do you think about how she handled it? How she has handled it so far? What do you think about her relationship with Mercedes? Do you think it makes sense, or it's just something in the time? And just let me know what your feelings or your opinions are in the comment section. See you guys later.